You are listening to Reels Movie Podcast. I am your host, Z, and before I get into this review, let me remind you to subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, hit that bell for notifications, and you'll never miss a future episode. On this episode of Reels Movie Podcast, you will hear all about 2019's Shaft. Yep, the fifth movie of the series repeats the same movie title for the third time. I guess there's spoilers. I don't know if it's considered a spoiler or what it is, but it's kind of a surprise from what they've done. I don't know. This movie is out there. John Shaft Jr., or JJ, a cybersecurity expert with a degree from MIT, enlists his family's help to uncover the truth behind his best friend's death. Like I said at the start, why would they give this movie the same title as the other two? Also, all three of these movies tie in together and they continue in the same damn timeline. But whatever, who cares? Obviously, they don't care. So why should we? If you listen to my review of 2000 Shaft, you know that I had many issues with Samuel L. Jackson's performance as Shaft. I do think he is perfect for the role, and he did a decent enough job in the first one. His overall performance was lacking. Thankfully, in this edition, his performance improved greatly, and he was really a fun character to see. Even though he was all serious and trying to be JJ's dad and everything, he was so much better than the previous one that makes this new one more enjoyable. Especially with the team up with his son JJ, who's played by Jesse Usher. They really worked well together, and had a good comedic chemistry between the two. They really played off of each other, and it actually worked very well. JJ was a very nice addition to the franchise, and they could even expand it to a younger version of Shaft and create like a whole new world where JJ is the new Shaft and all that stuff. I doubt it will happen, but it actually has some possibilities to it. Jesse Usher did a really pretty good job, you know, counteracting with Samuel L. Jackson, and I think he held up pretty well. The only gripe I would have is that they turned him more into Shaft and have him be his own character. Like at the beginning of the movie, he's just this normal kid. He's very smart, MIT, cyber security for the FBI. He knows all that stuff. And progressively throughout the movie, he's turning more and more into his dad. He's acting exactly like Shaft. So throughout the movie, as JJ climbs the ladder, he's turning more and more into Shaft and not his own character. Then they even include Richard Roundtree, the original Shaft. But funny thing is, he's not Shaft's uncle, as they said in the 2000 version. It is his father. They bring this up and drop it after one sentence. Never brought up again, never said why. So now we have three different actors playing the same fucking character at the same time. All three of them are the same. That is honestly the one thing I wish they would have done with JJ's character is make him his own man. They had at the beginning, but they needed to mirror Shaft way too much. The entire feel of Shaft has also changed with this movie. It didn't feel like a Shaft movie from the 70s or even the 2000 version. It just felt like a normal cop movie with comedy sprinkled in throughout. So everything that made Shaft so special is legit shit on with this. I don't know if the blame should go to the director Tim Story or the writing team, but this movie felt eerily similar to Tim Story's other movie, Ride Along. Shaft misses everything that it had going for it, feeds the audience this bullshit story of Shaft being the dad, rather than the overall plot, which is very far fetched, confusing as you can get, and too many fucking twists and turns, worse than the 2000 version. The story is very bland. Dialogue does have some funny moments, very tiny funny moments, but spends way too much time being homophobic. I'm not kidding. There is a fucking 5 minute dialogue and disappointment from Shaft on if JJ is gay or not. It is like the script is calling out a big fuck you to the audience and it thinks it has time to waste on this bullshit. That was a huge black eye on this movie where they spent so much time on that crap, which they could have cut out. It would have been fine. It would have decreased the long runtime of almost 2 hours. I'm going to give 2019 Shaft a D. Thank you for listening to this episode of Reels Movie Podcast. Tell me your thoughts of 2019 Shaft in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications. I'll see you later.